Welcome to JNN. Today is Friday, January 27th. I'm Jenna Sharma.
And I'm Hudson Harmon. Today on JNN, we learn more about an open house event that took place at the Wellness Center here on campus.
Nolan Trout and Chrisana Maciel report on the extreme weather affecting our school.
And we take a look at CTE's first annual Inspired Youth Inspired Dreams Expo.
All this and more on today's JNN.
Not me. Hey, Brennan.
The Gregory Wellness Center hosted an open house this past Friday to inform staff members of the services they offer to our students. Let's take a look.
So the event today was our open house to show all the staff what we're here for. Because we're new, a lot of the staff still don't really know what we do. And because I call out students daily, a lot of the teachers aren't really aware of where they're going. So we like to let everybody know that this is a wellness center. They're here to get social and emotional support. They're not out just dilly-dallying on campus. They're here to get helped, and that's what we are here for.
We provide social emotional support for students. We also have students that might come in that need to do a like a wellness reset. They can come in, spend 15 minutes, and then get to class. They all have to check in with our secretary so that we're accountable for where they're at on campus from the time that they come in, the time that they leave.
I would recommend to all students, even if they feel like they don't need help at the moment, just to come by and try it out, see what we're about so they know in the future that we're here to help.
Reporting for JNN, this has been Jenna Sharma and Chrisana Maciel. The Wellness Center is open 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Before accepting any services, be sure to pick up a parent permission slip next to the door. 10th graders, do you plan on going to college? Are you passing your classes with A's, B's, and C's? If so, Avid could be for you. Visit C208 and speak with Ms. Moreno to pick up an application. All applications are due by February 6th. Have you noticed the buckets and bowls in classrooms across campus? Or even the holes in the ceiling tiles? Nolan Trout and Chrisana Maciel report on the extreme weather and how it has affected our school.
With all of the flooding, high winds, rain, tornado warnings, and atmospheric rivers, Modesto City Schools have managed to remain open through this bomb cyclone. MCS social media worked overtime to keep families updated of the status of reopening at the end of winter break. The storms had a great effect outside just our school district. Roads, farms, and rivers such as the San Joaquin River have all flooded. In more extreme news, on January 16th, Oakdale was hit by a funnel cloud. Just a week before, however, people across Stanislaus County were awoken by a tornado warning on January 10th. The alert lasted from 3:43 a.m. to 4:15 a.m. That morning, a tornado was confirmed to hit Calaveras County. Thankfully, no one was injured, but dozens of trees were torn from the ground as a result. Although school did not close, Gregory was forced to adjust to a number of water-related issues. Stormwater caused several second-floor ceilings to leak, knocking out many ceiling panels across all buildings. Some teachers strategically arranged trash and recycling cans to catch the rain. C217 was one of the hardest hit classrooms, forcing Mrs. Dykes and her math classes to relocate to room L101.
This is the first time it's done this much damage to the point where I couldn't teach in it. I definitely feel more comfortable in my classroom with all my stuff. I know every time a student needed something, I didn't have it. You're starting a brand new semester, and all of my guided notes for every class were delivered in boxes to this classroom. So it definitely took up a lot more time. But we ended up making it through and getting through.
Mrs. Dykes and her students were able to return to their classroom after 1 week. Unfortunately, all of the rain has begun making its way into Gregory's weight room.
I had to do a different exercise or a different workout because the floors were flooded and the ceiling tiles were out, and I didn't know until January 9th, my first period class. Yeah, the bars and some of the weights and some of the kettlebells were starting to rust because of the dampness. We wiped them down, we're good to go. We just had some drips, but I took care of that with towels. We actually got through it.
The bomb cyclone has since ended, and we can all expect a return to our normal California weather. Reporting for JNN, this has been Chrisana Maciel and Nolan Trout.
Grigori Speech and Debate is hosting a speech night next Tuesday, January 31st from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. in the NPR. Speech night is a night where our award-winning JAGs will put their talent on display, demonstrating speeches in persuasion, informative, and impromptu. Speakers will perform their humorous or dramatic pieces, and debaters will go face-to-face in a Lincoln Douglas-style debate or public forum. Don't miss out! Last week, CTE hosted their first ever annual Inspire Youth, Inspire Dreams Expo, where 8th graders got the chance to view all the career paths Modesto City Schools has to offer. Let's take a look.
The Inspire Youth, Inspire Dreams Expo was held at the Modesto City Center on Thursday, January 19th to encourage incoming high school freshmen to explore their interests and find a possible career path for their futures.
Today's event is the first annual Inspire Dreams, Inspire Youth event, highlighting all of our CTE programs in Modesto City Schools and connecting our 8th graders to the offerings that they have at the high school level.
Over 4,000 8th grade students from Modesto junior high and middle schools came in waves throughout the day, being greeted by advisors and high school students from all over Modesto City Schools to advertise their programs. Even some of Grigori High's own students helped inspire kids to get into their programs.
It's been really cool. Honestly, it's a really cool experience to get to meet 8th graders and incoming freshmen. Being a senior, it kind of sucks because I won't be able to be on campus with them, but I'm glad to have been able to guide them to what they want to do and where they want to be. Honestly, all I can say is that this is a really cool event, and shout out to Modesto City Schools for putting it on. I think a lot of 8th graders need the guidance that we didn't have, so it's really nice to be able to give it to them.
Students learned about CTE pathways offered by Modesto City High Schools. With all these career options, no student was left with nothing to do.
It's really cool. I've never actually thought much about high school and what I want to do, but being here, it's kind of like inspired me to think about a lot of different things that I could possibly do in the way future or soon. I've really been interested in nursing and psychology, as well as the other side, which would be entertainment, like singing and theater and acting and dancing. Those are all things I really love to do. Yeah, this whole thing has been really awesome, and it's shown me how much options there is and a lot of different ways to get to a career. Also, connections that could lead me to a really good career.
We plan on this being an annual event. This is the first year, but we anticipate that it will be happening every single year to provide more opportunity for our incoming 8th graders.
With the apparent success of the event, many soon-to-be freshmen left the Modesto City Center with new dreams and new goals. Reporting for JNN, this has been Nolan Trout, Chrisana Maciel, and Jenna Shama.
Ms. Del Nero's floral department put on this year's float parade out on the stage on Wednesday, January 25th. The event attracted some attention from multiple class periods as students got to show off their original floats. Yearbook advisor Laura Fay wants all balloting students to know that Yearbook is currently seeking motivated students who enjoy photography and design. If you are looking for an interesting elective class that serves Grigori High, look for the Yearbook on your ballot. See Ms. Fay in C215 if you have any questions. Next week is homecoming week. You know what that means, dress-up days. Next Monday is Pajama Day, Tuesday is Zoom Meeting Day, Wednesday is Why is a Semi-Closet Day, Thursday is Senior Citizen versus Childhood U Day, and Friday is, you know it, Spirit Day.
Grigori will be hosting an 8th grade parent night Thursday, February 2nd at 6:30 p.m. in the gym, giving 8th graders and their parents a chance to learn more about Grigori's small learning communities and amazing staff. Seniors, there aren't many Disney trip spots left. To claim your spot, head to the SBO and see Mrs. Reyes. Now we head to Chrisana Maciel with the second edition of the Winter Sports Box.
What's up, Jags? I'm Chrisana Maciel, and welcome to the second edition of the Winter Sports Box. Now that winter break's over, league seasons have officially started. Here's what I have to report. Beginning with boys and girls basketball. Our boys played Enox last Friday at home. The Jags lost to the Eagles 64-56. Top players of the game were senior Paul Contreras, who scored 21 points, and senior Kari Bean, who scored 12. Be sure to come to our homecoming basketball game against Turlock next Friday at 7:30. See you there, Jags. Moving on to girls, the team faced off against Mohai last Tuesday, January 24th. Ladies beat the Panthers 46-22. This makes them now 5-0 in their league. What a great season so far. The next game will be at Downey next Tuesday, January 31st at 7:30. Good luck, ladies. Next up, varsity wrestling. The varsity boys and girls team traveled to Downey this past Tuesday on January 24th to take on the Knights and the Modesto Panthers. Grigori defeated Mohai with a score of 59-21 and Downey with a score of 64-9. Top wrestlers of the night were Adam Lancaster, Dustin Merlos, Serena Aguilar, and Joseph Benavides. Congrats to the girls wrestling team for finishing first as a team at the San Lorenzo Lady Grizzly Classic on January 14th, and for taking second as a team at last weekend's Jag Memorial Tournament held here at Grigori. The team will be hosting the CCAL League meet in the Grigori Gym next Friday, February 3rd. Now on to soccer. Our boys tied 0-0 with Pittman last Friday on January 20th. Top player of the game was their forward midfielder, Xavier Garcia. Current season record is now 3 wins, 0 losses, and 1 tie. Great job, guys! The team will be traveling to Turlock tonight for their next game. Kickoff will be at 5:30 p.m. Moving on to girls soccer, the Lady Jags face off against the Mohai Panthers, defeating them 5-0. Top players of the game were Allison Hu and Chloe Cook, who both scored a goal. Next game will be tonight at home against Turlock. Game begins at 5:45. Good luck, Jags! Well, that concludes this week's edition of the Winter Sports Box. I'm Chrisana Maciel, signing out.
Thanks, Chrisana. Well, Jags, that's it for today's JNN. I'm Jenna Shama.
And I'm Hudson Harmon. Make sure to follow us on social media, and we'll see you next time, Jags.